Hey everyone, it's Ashley here with the energy update from August, card reading, whatever. I feel like I'm just going to call it energy update because I like that a lot better. Sounds like somebody's walking in my house, but there's nobody in my house but me. So, really, I pulled the cards. I started filming and then I was pulling the cards and I was like, I need to pause the video. So I took a little break and meditated on the cards that I pulled because it's a very interesting layout. So I will post a picture of that. But for those of you that know me and have had readings from me, I don't do regular layouts. That doesn't work for me. I always go where the cards, I always move the cards where they want to go. And I will use different decks connecting with different cards to kind of continue on with the story. Sometimes I read layer by layer, sometimes I just make little designs. But this pull is definitely one layer and then another layer, and we'll see if more want to come out. But basically what I'm getting for August is there's a lot of wants and needs that aren't feeling like they're being fulfilled. So like that's the first thing. So like the first card that came out was the Queen of Ariel. So I am using Doreen Virtue's Angel Power Tarot. And for those of you that know Doreen Virtue, a lot of her decks are very, I guess you could say light, you know, more happy. She doesn't really go into the shadow side of a lot of the intuitive work and anything like that. So that's why when I like her decks, but I usually use other decks that do balance that energy out because it'll tell the full story. So even when I pulled this card, I had a feeling that it wasn't that happy-go-lucky energy that was on the card. There was more to tell with the story. So I decided to use this deck, the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, which is a great deck. And the card, the counter card that came out for that one was the Hostility card. So I was like, okay, here we go. This is what I'm feeling here. This is what I'm intuitively getting from this card. And if you notice in this card, it's not fruitful like the Queen of Ariel. It's actually very empty. Like the leaves are falling off the tree. It looks like we're moving into winter, seen in the Hostilities card. I mean, in the Queen of Ariel, everything looks really abundant. So to me, this is what you want. This is what I'm feeling. This is what you want and desire. But this is how you feel because you don't have it yet. Yet. So that's the key word for August, is yet. So when I paused the video, I did go into meditation for a little while as well, just to kind of connect with the calendar and see the energetic flow for the days. And the first 2 weeks of August are going to be very energetically slow, which to me is this empty energy of like, why isn't anything happening? Why isn't it moving? I did all of this work and I expect this to be happening, but it's not yet. So it's kind of like a very like pissed off energy of, wow, this sucks. Like, is everything that I'm putting out there gonna come back, or am I just like wasting my time doing things? So the next card that was pulled with the Doreen Virtue deck is the World, which is always a great card. It always means success. It always means that everything that you've worked hard for is getting fulfilled. But I still didn't feel that when I pulled this, hence pulling out the other deck. We got this card all tied up. So it shows the energies are beginning to move, but you still feel like, what the fuck? It's still not what I want. I still have this image inside of my mind. I feel like as we move, you know what the world is? And it's popping out on the card now that like I'm looking at it. They keep telling me to say this, the spiritual growth. This is the world. So this is why this makes sense. It's not the material that you want right now. It's actually learning the lessons, taking the advice, taking everything that you've learned and putting it towards your life and activating it in different ways. It's not coming in physical form. This is why this feeling is coming up a lot. Okay. I think it's also too, because you got a lot of blues right here in these two cards. So the blue colors are sticking out. So you got Archangel Michael, all underneath him is shades of blue. And then you have this girl as well. And you have the weird shades of blue that are kind of glistening like light. So to me, it's kind of like speaking up, or watch your speaking. So if you're like, damn it, this sucks, F my life, and blah, 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 nothing's happening for me, that's going to keep you more constrained. But if you're like, okay, you know what, universe, I think it's the universe telling you to ask, or open up your communication a little bit better. Like maybe you're not speaking so clear to yourself or to others, or the things that you need and want within your life. So definitely it's clearing up the communication, but knowing that it's spiritual growth. So maybe even saying some affirmations. My cat is always in here every time I'm doing readings. That this is working, like saying it out loud. This is working, I'm going to get what I receive, yada yada. So the next card is very interesting. We have Archangel Azrael here. So this would be the death card in regular tarot. And Archangel Azrael is the angel of death. So it's like before you get what you want, you really need to release. So it's like the energy is low, 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 low. And then I feel like it's going to dip even lower. And then we're really going to shoot high. So when you think of a tree growing, the roots need to be really strong in order for the tree to grow really tall. So you have to think of your lessons like that. So we're getting patience here. Patience with Archangel Azrael. Stop with the time. It's weird because the time thing is definitely what's screwing with a lot of people. So some days, like, weeks feel like really long, and then a week will go by like nothing. But when you're waiting for something to come, it feels like it's just a really, really long process. But it's definitely a lot of letting go this month. So it's like nothing, 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 then releasing, and then boom, the energy begins to shift. And even when I said that, the sun changed in the background. The light changed, and we have a great card here. We have the Magician card. So this is a great card for manifesting. So I feel like this energy is coming in more towards the end of the month. And actually, I want to look at my calendar and see when this energy, actually I have to change it right now. So of August, I'm seeing like around the 22nd. Is when the energy will shift for most people. But everyone's different. So, you know, depends on where you are and your spiritual growth and things like that. But it'll be a lot of new beginnings. I wonder if we're near a new moon. Oh, okay, so we're near the full moon and we'll be within the waxing phase. So the full moon will be around the 26th, 27th. So that actually makes a lot of sense. And then boom. You have right here. It's going to be a lot of fast movement going into the fall. So it's kind of like all this work that you've done throughout the summer is really going to pay off towards the fall. So it's going to be like kind of like a low, like a low energy. So it's definitely like getting a lot of work done. I see myself writing a lot of classes in August and then presenting everything for the fall. So that's just an example of something that I'm doing. But what are you going to take your time doing when the energy is really slow moving and kind of low, you know. Also, too, the other thing that I kept hearing when I was meditating is keep pulling in the light. So definitely when you're meditating, picturing a white light, like when you're feeling that low energy, picture a white light moving over your energy field. It allows you to see more clear into your future, knowing that things are going to change. You're coming to an end of a cycle. It's not like the end of the world. It's not that nothing is coming to you. So I'm going to pull some animal cards and see what animal guides that we have for August. I'm not really getting a lot. Like some months I'll get a lot of information, but I feel like there's not too much going on for August. Even I'm a little late doing my reading, you know, and sometimes I will be because I'll do it when I feel I need to do it. And I'm not feeling that much in August. So, me personally, I mean, maybe other people are, but I'm feeling like a lot of rest and like stop being mad because you're not seeing results. You know, it's coming, it's coming. Whale. So we have whale medicine for August. Honor your soul's path. Okay, so working with the energy of the whale, connecting with your soul's purpose. So that probably has a lot to do with the world card and honoring the lessons that your soul has learned instead of waiting for things in the physical realm to manifest. Actually honor everything that you've learned over these past 3 or 4 months, because they've been very hard for a lot of people. A lot of karma releasing at this time. I was releasing a lot of karma. Physically, too. Like, I could feel it physically moving through my body. Getting very congested. Pains in my hip where I was holding the energy. So, alright, these 2 cards came out. So now we have the elephant. And you will overcome any obstacles. So anytime that I see the elephant, I always think of Ganesha, the god. And he's all about overcoming obstacles. So I work with Ganesh a lot. And maybe I should this month. I haven't worked with him in a while. So I think I'm going to do something with him this month. And then the rabbit, fertility. Creativity. Continuing to work with your creativity. So for me, it's going to be creating classes. What is it for you? You know? Pick one more animal card. To Lynx. Discernment. Look beyond immediate appearances. Just like this. Oh, it doesn't, that's not it. It's not here yet. It's not coming. Where is it? It's coming. It's just not in physical form yet. So perfect card. So let me pull one last card. I'm going to do from the Doreen Virtue deck. Actually, no, I'm going to do it from the other one. Feeling this one. Second chakra. Your sacral chakra. Your creativity. There we go again. Watch your emotions. That's where a lot of your emotional energy is, within your sacral chakra. And work with your creative energy. I mean, the energy to me seems pretty blatant and simple this month. There's not a lot of like secret energy. There's not a lot of illusions. The only illusion really is you not believing in yourself. That's what I feel like the illusion is. I don't feel a lot of like tricky energy. Like there's been a lot of tricky energy coming in for the past couple months, but I feel like the trickster for this month is you. So, and work with the whale, work with the elephant, work with the rabbit, work with the lynx, whatever you feel connected to. But I think that that is it for August. That's all I'm feeling. So I'm not sure what other people are saying. I don't really look at other people's stuff until after I do my reading. It's because I don't want to be influenced by it. But that's what I'm feeling. We're also in Mercury retrograde. I totally forgot about that. So we're in till like the 18th or something like that. So it actually makes sense that the 22nd things are going to start to pick up. So Mercury retrograde is all about like relaxing, releasing, finishing unfinished business, not really starting many new things. If you're starting new things, maybe waiting to release it to other people, just kind of keeping it to yourself right now. But yeah, it's a lot of, and then we had all the eclipses, so it's a lot of heavy energy. Keep pulling in that light and know that the rewards are coming. They're very, very close. I feel very positive about the fall for a lot of people, especially a lot of people that have been doing all of this work, a lot of the spiritual work. Archangel Raphael keeps coming in too. And he keeps showing me the word happy on one of the cards. He keeps pulling in the word happy. He's like, tell them to just be happy. Just be happy where they are within the moment. I think that what it is that this is what he's making me feel inside my body, is like a lot of our spirit guides and angels are very proud of us, but we're not feeling that same energy. So like they're looking on the other side like, wow, look at everything that they've accomplished. And yeah, see, the light is changing. That to me is confirmation. Look at everything that they're accomplishing in this realm. Like, you have to think too, like, angels are very powerful, but they're not in our physical reality. Like, they're just kind of our coaches and helping us with our divine connection, but they're not within the physical experience like we are. Like, this is really hard work. It's not easy. So definitely be proud of everything that you've got done and everything you've accomplished. And I guess that's it for August. So I'll see you in September or whenever I feel the need to post a video. But definitely subscribe to my videos. Working on a lot of stuff. So, and those of you that don't know, AscensionNXT.com. Have a website. We do services, classes, all of that. And we also have a shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. So I hope that you all have a wonderful August. Enjoy your time to relax and release, and blessed be.